Welcome to another quarantine vlog. I'm Alan with Las Vegas and Beyond, and today I'm going to show you what gear I use when I film on the Las Vegas Strip. Oh, it's getting kind of dark in here. And if you're new to the channel, please think about clicking on that subscribe button down below. Now let's get started with today's video. So first, before we get started, I'm going to apologize for the noise from moving this around. My mic will probably pick it up. I am wearing a lav mic underneath here. So this is the case that I use. This is a Peak design. I think it's a Messenger 3-liter bag. And what I like about it is it actually has a snap to lock this zipper from accidentally opening or someone trying to pull it open. So it only goes a little bit and then that's it. So inside we have my Moment lens case. My DJI gimbal. Tripod, and if you buy this together, they call it the DJI combo kit. ND filter, which is I think 3 stops of light. If you don't know what that is, we can talk about it in another video. These are Velcro straps. These are the stickies. Basically, you just stick it to your lav and then you peel it off and stick it on your skin or on the outside. I like to hide it. That was in this pouch. And here, if you have memory cards, but since we're shooting with an iPhone, no memory cards. So whatever else you want to put in here. And then in the front pouch, headphones for my smartphone. I don't record with that, but I do listen to what I record to make sure the audio comes out. So I can plug this in and listen to it on the smartphone. And then of course, a power bank. Nothing fancy. I think I got this color only because it was on sale. But sometimes when you're filming, you do run out of battery, so this allows you to charge it. Also, right here, that's also a port that you can charge your smartphone as long as you have, a lightning cable. So, lightning cable. I also carry a lens brush, just in case something gets dirty. Make sure I clean that. And then also a cleaning cloth, just because I always clean my lenses on my smartphone, front or back, doesn't matter, before I start recording. So that's basically everything that's in my bag. Like I said, it's a nice bag. So let me get this out of the way. But on the smartphone, I have this case. And it's made by Rhino Shield, I think. I'll put a link for everything down in a kit URL, and that kit will show you everything that's in this bag. But if you look, so this is where your lenses actually clip in bayonet style. You put them in one way, rotate it, they stay affixed. So this is the Moment case. It holds my lenses and some of the accessories. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Moment, nor DJI. So this is all my money that I spent because I suffer from GAS. And if you don't know what that is, GAS is Gear Acquisition Syndrome, which means sometimes we don't feel like we have the best equipment, so we keep buying stuff in hopes that our filmmaking will look better. I don't know, do you have GAS? So let's open up the Moment case, and there you go. So these are all my Moment lenses. There are third parties that make lenses, but I do like the quality of the Moment glass. First, we have a wide lens. This is an 18mm field of view. So if I was shooting in front of the Bellagio, I would probably first take a shot of the Bellagio, and without having to step off into the street, I could do that with this 18mm lens. This is a brand new lens, so I really haven't got a chance to use it. This is what the lens looks like. Come on, there you go. To attach this, basically just put it up against the bayonet, and that's what your smartphone will look like. So that's the 18, we'll set that aside. This is their super fisheye. This is very similar to a GoPro lens as far as the field of view. So this is 170 degrees. So when I use this lens during the editing process, I actually have to use a plugin which is called Alex 4D. I'll put a link to that. And what that does is it kind of flattens it out or de-warps it. I do like this. It's super light compared to this one. This one's very heavy. Like I said, they use a lot of nice glass though. So the quality's really good. If you watch the video,
you get it by now. Tell me what you learned in grade school. Give it to me like you want it. Did you forget that golden rule? Why is our love at one-sided? It should really be give and take. Fill you up and leave me empty. Baby, was that my mistake? Covering these feelings.
There's actually some blurriness as you get to the edges. So that's why I use the Alex 4D de-warper, and I kind of zoom in just a little bit to get rid of that softness. Next we have the anamorphic lens. This has got to be my favorite lens of theirs. The anamorphic lens, what it does is it really captures a lot of the image area. First, let's watch the video. It catches a lot of the image area, and if you look real close, you can see how it's very, not concave, convex, so it actually bubbles out. And what happens if you try to look at this footage straight out of the phone, it'll look like everything's squished in. So you do need an app to de-squeeze it. I didn't talk about the Moment camera app, because there is a camera app, and also another one which I like is Filmic Pro. And you can let it know that you're using the anamorphic lens and it'll de-squeeze it for you. So I love this lens, my favorite lens. It does have some neat light flare, so when light hits it, you'll see this nice horizontal beam. And then of course the tele lens. I don't think I have any footage because this requires a lot of light. Otherwise it gets really grainy, and it's really good for still shots if you're just using the camera portion, not the video portion. But these are the lenses that I use. Like I said, this one, only for taking pictures, is 58mm. Not that often for anything else. Next in the bag, I have the lens clip. This is brand new, just like that 18mm, but I did shoot some footage, so I'll be sure to put it up here. So just make sure that when you drop this on, you turn the screw in the back. So it's just a little tight. You don't want it too tight. And then you start sliding up the ring to get it right over where the camera would go. And you just push it in and rotate. Okay. So that's what it looks like when you're using the selfie cam with the lens, or the selfie camera on your smartphone with the lens mount and lens. And again, here's what the footage looks like. Lens on, 18mm. Lens off. It's almost like wax on, wax off. So in this bag is the filter mount. That's in the event you want to put on an ND filter or a circular polarizer. And inside the bag comes 3 adapters for their different lenses. So for me, I want to use their anamorphic lens. That clips in, and then carefully push the lens through just so it's flush. At that point, then you just take your camera and again put the lens on. And then what you do is you screw on whatever filter you want to use. If you don't know why you use the lenses, the filters, one of the reasons I use a filter is when it's really glaring out or it's really bright and it's kind of hazy here in Las Vegas, then I'll put a circular polarizer on just to get rid of the haze or any glare maybe that's coming off. I also have an ND filter if I want to switch up the way I record video. That's a whole different discussion about frame rates and ND filters. But yeah, so you'll take this off, set it down. And that's it for what's in the Moment case. Also though, I have silica gel in here just in case. And this is weights, or these are weights. So let me show you why I bought these weights. They come from a company called SmallRig, and they're used to help your gimbal when you're balancing it with one of these heavier lenses on. So let's set up, try and be as quiet as possible. So we'll set up the gimbal. Now, I've been using this a lot, so it doesn't really take me too long to get it balanced. So that's pretty much balanced already. I know you can't see me. And then for the DJI, you just press the power button once quickly, and then you press and hold it a second time. And that's the sound of it coming on. And there we go. There we go. Landscape mode. Because that's the way you watch on your TV. I don't think any of us have yet to tilt our TVs vertically. At least I don't. So that's balanced. Now I'm going to take my anamorphic lens and I'll show you what I mean by you need to rebalance it. Really, I should turn off the gimbal because you don't want to strain the motors. So let's shut it down. There we go. Now I can go ahead and mount my anamorphic lens. And you'll see right away, it's heavy. So what happens is, now you need to start scooting your phone so you can get it balanced better. That wasn't too bad. But let's say I've already gone all the way over to the side and I still can't get it. So that's where these counterweights come in. There is a hole to screw this into, and you can just, what I like is that these weights are actually on the center line, so it doesn't really change the balance. Now you can see there's too many of these on here, so what I can start doing is removing some of these until I get it to the right weight. I haven't written down how many weights I need though to get it almost that's close enough for me. So we'll turn it on. And there we go. And now it's ready to go. So this is what I use when I'm out vlogging on the Strip or even on Fremont Street. Part of the reason why I use this is because if I were to bring my nice camera, let's say a tripod or a switch pod, and have a microphone, right away the security guards start looking at you and they will come up to you and start talking to you. But pretty much a lot of people nowadays carry smartphones, and some do carry gimbals. I mean, you're starting to see them more and more on the Strip. So I like this as an option for when I'm recording, and even in the hotels. When I go inside the hotels, first thing I always do is find the resorts manager. Usually I'll go to the reception desk, ask where the resorts manager is. They take me there or show me how to get there. I then let them know who I am, what I'm going to be doing, and let them know that I will be recording as I walk around. And I always tell them, I know, stay away from the casino floor, especially the gaming tables. And they're really good about it. Wynn, Encore, MGM Resorts, as long as you approach them first. The only one time that I got in, I wouldn't say in trouble, but was approached by security was at the Mirage, where I was out front, came down the side, and walked around the atrium. If you know what the atrium looks like. And as I was walking to the reception desk, filming the fish tank, I was about to step up there and wait in line when the security guard asked me what I was doing. Once I told him, he was fine about it. But at that point, I was already done filming for the whole day. So yeah, this is the gear I use. This gimbal is really good. It's a little bit different than others. One of the main things why I like it is, see this arm that holds your smartphone is away from the center line. Most gimbals come right here. And if you use a wide lens, you'll see it. Here, when I put on the wide lens, unless I go with the GoPro lens, you don't see even this arm. But you do have to get used to, when you do your low shots, to swinging your arm out to the side. But it does work pretty good once you get used to it. So that's what's in my camera bag. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if any of this stuff looks appealing to you. Again, I will put in the description a link to all the stuff that I use when I'm shooting out on the strip. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please think about clicking on that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. You know you've been quarantined way too long when you start doing one of those what's in my gear bag reviews, but hopefully you found it enjoyable.